4, a couple of singles and a double. And a little bit outside, ball 1. Busy weekend of baseball. Bogarts is the runner out at second for the Red Sox to start the bottom of the 10th. Doubleheader tomorrow. Night game Saturday, another 7:30 start. And then a day game on Sunday. Full foul. The last time the Blue Jays had a 5-game series was also at Fenway Park. It was 18 years ago. They had a rain out in the first week of the season and had to make up one of the games. So the next time they were in Boston was in July. So they played a 5-game series then.
Interesting.
But this year, all kinds of stuff is happening that hasn't happened before.
Lots of doubleheaders all around baseball because of various reasons.
Martinez hits it down the left field line, but foul.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, teams playing 2 doubleheaders in 3 days, 3 doubleheaders in 5 days. Teams that have been impacted by COVID outbreaks.
COVID outbreaks.
You
mean how you got the flu?
Easy one.
Like, give me a break. COVID.
Just give me a laugh for one time. He wasn't very happy camper early in this game.
He wasn't.
Give credit to those guys for not wearing their masks and they're right beside each other. Those guys are real men. People wearing their masks all the time. There's nobody in the stadium. Like, give me a break. Social distancing. Come on.
But now they're in line to win the first of 5.
I think it's hilarious. They have the guys in the bullpen out in the stadium and in the stands.
So the last 7 games, they
Such a
haven't
crock.
played great. They've pitched well, but they haven't played great over those last 7 games. 3-3 plus whatever happens tonight. If they can hang on to this lead 4-3, so they're winning. They're holding their own when they're not playing great. But again, this is the weaker part of their schedule where they've got to win.
But that's what pitching will always do for you. When you pitch well, you're in every game. And you got to give the front office credit because they improved the pitching. And yeah, they lost some starters, of course, with Pearson, Shoemaker, and Thornton. And they went out and refortified the rotation. And pitching will always keep you in games.
I think last year we saw they didn't have enough depth to withstand injuries and issues, and it cost them dearly this year. As you mentioned, the front office went out and got a lot of depth, and they're without Shoemaker, who was probably their number 2 starter. Pearson, who had he been healthy, and he's in the rotation somewhere. Thornton, back end starter, but 3 legitimate starting pitchers, and their top 2 late inning guys, Giles and Romano. I guess you could throw Bass in there too. So 2 of their top 3 late inning guys missing 5 important pitchers. As Martinez waves at that pitch, and he strikes out. And
good start.
Really good depth.
One down, 2 more to go.
Acquiring more and more and more pieces so that they wouldn't get caught short.
Yeah, and you know what? They brought in some non-roster invitees. A.J. Cole did a good job in spring, won a job in the bullpen, and he's been great. And it's just depth. You got to have a lot of pitchers to get through a major league season, even an abbreviated 60-game season. Maybe this year more so than ever because the pitchers just didn't have enough time to really get ready and get stretched out and build up their arm strength.
Yeah. A lot of teams are dealing with injuries, and some are dealing with it better than others. Here's Christian Vasquez. How often have we seen a Blue Jays team where in say a save situation, obviously Giles and Romano, you're comfortable with them, but they're hurt right now, but those 2 guys, Bass, we've seen Dolis do it, we've seen Cole do it.
Like it's not even an enclosed stadium. That's the funny part. Oh man, it's open air, like Fenway Park. Like you don't need to wear your stupid masks.
Julian Merriweather.
Retarded.
Late in games,
Just the
and he's
propaganda
also been over, if you
is
wanna
just
call it that, a couple of
ridiculous.
times, and who knows how they'll use him going forward. And he's
And
the
the stupidest ones are those stupid baby
He's done a
blue
great job,
ones.
and he's
They're
smiling,
absolutely
and he's
useless.
helping. And we heard great things about his stuff.
They're all useless, really.
Kept hearing, hey, when you see Jew in there, whether you're going to love him. And he's gotten healthy. And we love him.
I want to see more of him, right?
Yes.
A little bit low, 3-0 on Vasquez. Bogart's the runner at second, one down as Dolis tries to finish
Hey,
this off.
even the CDC says they're useless, so I don't know why everybody's going mass crazy in North America these days. It's getting out of hand, really.
You know, Blue Jays got a big break in the 8th inning when Brazier came in and committed a balk. He had a balk in the Yankee game earlier this season. Same type of
Nice.
thing. Mitch Moreland, the first baseman, hollered over, hey, I'm playing behind the runner. And he forgot. Made a throw to first, and it was a balk. It was lack of concentration.
And then got a break in the wild pitch as well, which, as you said, is a pitch that Vasquez, he's got to get more of his body in front of that pitch, even though it was scored a wild pitch. But you got to take advantage of the breaks. Three and two now on Vasquez. Jackie Bradley Jr. on deck. So the Blue Jays will add a 29th man tomorrow. You can add one extra player for a doubleheader. And presumably it's somebody on the taxi squad. But we had this discussion. You can also do different guys, right? Have one 29th man for the first game, send him back down, bring somebody else up. So see how they play it.
Yeah, there's a chance it could be two different people, of course.
Interesting.
Upstairs, ball
Wow, I
4.
lost him.
So 2 men on. Everything's still pretty relaxed down in the bullpen. Nobody is throwing. Charlie Montoyo wants Rafael Dolis to finish this off if he can.
Yeah, you want to keep as many arms as fresh as possible down there, and Pete Walker and Charlie talking about the situation. They've used Kay, Hatch, Barucki, Dolis out of their bullpen. But doubleheader tomorrow, single game Saturday, single game Sunday. A lot of baseball to be played here in Boston.
Dolis, as you see, has thrown 18 pitches. He threw 8 last night. And he starts Bradley with a strike. Bradley has driven in both runs tonight for the Red Sox, one on a homer and one on a bases loaded walk. It is not a quick process with Rafael Dolis between his pace and a fair number of deep counts. I mean, he's done a good job. He gets the job done, but it can be a grind sometimes because of the time it takes. There's a good fastball. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Another one of those.
Nobody is throwing in the Jays' pen. Bogarts and Vasquez aboard.
There we go.
Chase down and in for the second out.
Good splitter again as Dolis
That was
has
nasty.
really refined that split finger pitch. Early in the season, it didn't have this kind of movement, but since his arm strength is improved, he's able to really drive that thing through. Bottom falls out. And a big strikeout. That's an important pitch for him. We have seen the velocity tick up. And as deliberate as he is, he's pitched out of some tough situations.
Including one earlier tonight in the bottom of the ninth inning, getting Bogarts just to send the game to extra innings. Here's Michael Chavis, 0 for 3 with a walk. The Red Sox now down to their final out. The Blue Jays were being no-hit through 6 innings tonight by Martin Perez. Wind up coming back to tie it, and then Teoscar Hernandez with one of the biggest hits of the season. A 3-run homer in the top of the 10th. The 0-1. Got him to chase a slider down and away.
Nice.
0-2.
Yeah, Dolis has had a good slider tonight. A lot bigger break than we have seen from him the last couple of outings.
Two pitch. And
There we go.
he did, and the ball
Nice.
is over. The Blue Jays win it 6-2 in 10 innings. Teoscar
Great day
Hernandez,
for Jays and
three-run
Raptors.
homer in the top half of the
Raptors
inning.
won, Jays
Blue
won.
Jays
All's right with the world
win again.
today.
They go to 4 games over 500, and Buck, they are tied for second with the New York Yankees.
Yeah, and they'll have the Yankees starting on Monday, but they've got to finish business up here in Boston. And another good night for Kevin Biggio. He was on base his last 3 at-bats, including a double to start the 8th that tied it up. Teoscar Hernandez is now tied for the Major League lead in home runs with 4 other players. They're a 5-way tie at 13.
Teoscar, the man.
Tomorrow, lots of action, lots of fun. A doubleheader between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Let's send you to Sportsnet Central right now. Here are
Let's play 2.